Hey guys, Stacy here from Quantum Innovations, giving you the lowdown on Careers in Gear 2019. Once again, it was our best event ever, and we broke every record there ever was. So we had 1,650 kids show up, and they were from 10 different schools. We did lose a couple schools. One had a power outage, that was Butte Falls, and they couldn't make it. We also lost Reach Academy in Rogue River. But otherwise, all the schools who signed up showed up. We did have one school, Eagle Point High School, that only brought 25 students instead of 125 that they registered, which was a little bit disappointing. We found out later that they made it optional instead of mandatory. We have seen a lot of feedback that they wish they would have made it mandatory like every other school did, so maybe next year we'll work on that. We had 124 business volunteers for the day. That was inclusive of folks in exhibit tables and in the table talks. 37 of those were running table talks, which was great. The feedback in the table talk area was fantastic. They loved the setting of no tables. They just had the small intimate groups of chairs, which was really, really nice, and I think it made for better conversation with the kids. We did have 62 unique exhibits between all the exhibit halls, so 62 unique companies and or schools that had an exhibit, and that was a really good number. I think the highest we've ever had was somewhere around 68, so 62 was awesome. Probably the biggest news for the year was the addition of the Advanced Manufacturing Lab. That was a trial this year, and it went off great thanks to Dr. Shoemate, who allowed us to use the school district facility for that, and they really bent over backwards to have a space for the manufacturing companies and have three-phase power for us, and it was just such a nice spot. We learned a lot there. The kids loved it. They got very, very engaged. We definitely need to work on how we're going to get the kids over there if we do it again next year, because those kids had trouble finding us, and so with better signage, we'll change some things up next year and make that happen. So once again, another great event. I couldn't have been happier. That's 9 years for us. So 2020 is going to be our 10th anniversary, and we're working hard already, the committee, on what we can do. We've downloaded all the survey data and feedback, what we can do to make this even better next year. We're going to hit that 2,000 mark for students, I'm sure of it. So thanks again for your support.